Imagine a production brief for a 10-scene, broadcast-quality car commercial where the vehicle doesn't actually exist. You have to generate every shot from one reference image while maintaining absolute continuity across the entire edit. This is our source material. It looks like a high-end luxury SUV, but it's an AI-generated concept. There is no physical car to film and no 3D model to rotate. We must lock in specific details, replicating exact body proportions, lighting reflections, grille spacing, and hood lettering. We also must keep AI hallucinations. Even though the hood says Range Rover, the wheels feature a Mercedes logo. These branding quirks must remain consistent. From this single front quarter angle, the brief demands, we create interior reveals, 360-degree exterior views, and dynamic driving shots across environments. Trying to pull that much variety from one static image creates a massive technical hurdle for current image-to-video tools. Marketing for AI video often focuses on how easy it is to spit out a single cool-looking shot, but professional production requires a level of control and repetition that these tools weren't originally designed for. This leaves producers with a choice: rely on a low-cost, fully automated AI pipeline, or pay for a traditional 3D build to ensure the car actually looks the same in every shot. This scorecard will track our 10-scene brief. We're going to grade the AI on each requirement to see where the technology holds up and where the workflow collapses. The financial stakes are high. Every scene that passes with AI saves tens of thousands in modeling fees. Every failure forces us back into an expensive manual 3D pipeline. The challenge isn't making the car look real. It's making the AI respect the car's fixed physical geometry over time. We'll start with the static exterior shots, scenes 1, 2, 3, and 5, which only requires slow, subtle camera pans. The workflow involves feeding our reference image into a generator and prompting for minimal motion to see how it handles the existing pixels. The AI excels at environmental lighting. It can realistically map a sunset or shifting reflections across the body panels while the vehicle stays still. However, these shots are prone to temporal morphing. If you hold a generated shot for more than a few seconds, the AI starts to lose track of the details. These scenes get a yield grade. The Mercedes logos on the wheels might start to blur, or the grille could suddenly grow extra slats during a long pan. Generative static shots work for fast-paced edits, but they fail the moment the viewer is allowed to linger on a specific feature. The difficulty increases with Scene 4, an interior reveal, and Scene 6, a full 360-degree rotation. Because the AI only has pixel data for the front quarter view, it has no data for the dashboard or the rear of the car. When we try to see the interior, the AI simply hallucinates a generic dashboard that shares no design language with our exterior. The 360-degree rotation is a total failure. As the camera moves toward the back, the vehicle's geometry melts into a physically impossible shape. These spatial awareness tasks are hard failures on our scorecard. To get these angles, you have to abandon the AI pipeline and build a fully rigged 3D model in a tool like Unreal Engine. Demanding spatial continuity effectively erases the cost savings of an AI workflow by forcing a return to manual 3D modeling. Our final category is high-speed dynamics. Scenes 7, 8, and 9 place the car in desert and jungle environments. AI models are actually quite good at creating a sense of chaotic, high-speed motion, as seen in this dusty desert shot. But there's a problem with the physics. The AI cannot calculate the actual interaction between the car's mass and the ground. The tires often appear to glide above the asphalt, and mud splashes ignore the car's aerodynamics entirely. These dynamic scenes get a yield because the vehicle often looks floaty and unanchored from the environment. These shots are passable for quick social media B-roll, but they don't meet the physical standards required for a professional automotive commercial. Based on these results, how should a producer actually spend their budget? It depends entirely on your specific goals. If your brand requires total continuity across every angle, you must choose the 3D model path. This guarantees absolute control over every detail, though it maintains traditional production costs. But if you prioritize speed and mood over exact fidelity, lean into the Gen AI pipeline. The strategy here is to work within the tool's limits. Use fast-paced edits of static shots to hide morphing and remove any requirements for interior views or full rotations. Trying to force a strictly AI workflow to meet an exact continuity brief is currently one of the easiest ways to waste a production budget. The verdict of our stress test is that generative video is excellent at atmosphere, but struggles with permanence. The demand for exact physical fidelity sits in direct conflict with the fluid nature of current AI tools. Successful production now depends on identifying an image's structural limits before committing to a budget. Efficiency is only achieved when the tool you choose can actually handle the flexibility or the rigidity of your creative